It's time to answer the most burning questions in the world. Is a burrito a sandwich? Is a hot dog a sandwich? What about a taco then? It's time for Food Court.
This is a moment of life and death. What is a sandwich?
This is the one conversation I've had with a certain celebrity was whether or not a taco was a sandwich. And he argued that it was, and I believe it is not. And
that's an argument itself.
It was a very strong conversation about what defines a sandwich and what doesn't. There are some legal precedents that vary actually about what is a sandwich or what is not a sandwich. In California, hot dogs are sandwiches. Now you may think hot dogs deserve their own category.
I think so. A hot dog is a hot dog. Pizza is pizza. A sandwich is a sandwich. That's how my brain works.
Well, it's just like, what are the rules for defining it?
There is no gray area.
There is no gray. Does it have to be a certain filling? Does it have to be a certain style? Can the bread be connected to each other? The word choice appears in California state law, which mentions hot dogs and hamburger sandwiches are served from sandwich stands or booths. So what they're saying is it doesn't matter what's in the sandwich, it matters what the sandwich is in. A booth?
I mean, I get it if they're saying like it's like meat and a piece of bread. They're like, it's a sandwich. I get that, but I don't know. It's a hot dog. We don't call it a sandwich. It's like, I'm gonna go get a sandwich at the hot dog stand. Like, that makes no sense, right?
Do you think a burrito is a sandwich?
Does that mean a corn dog is a sandwich too? Because now my mind is blown. It's on a stick. I don't think this
meat. It's inside of a bread-like substance.
No, this is wrong. This is wrong. I'm leaving.
It's hurting your sensibilities.
This is hurting my brain. I can't define a hot dog.
In Massachusetts, a burrito is not defined as a sandwich.
Because it's a burrito.
I mean, but there's like, does it count as something wrapped in a carb or a starch? What counts? There was a time when the chain Qdoba, which is they serve burritos and tacos. They're kind of like Chipotle, but not Chipotle, if you've never been to one. They wanted to move one store in next to a Panera Bread. The Panera Bread said no, because we have an agreement with the shopping center that no other sandwich store can be here, which means you can't be here because we consider you a sandwich store. So Justice Jeffrey A. Locke ruled that they would be allowed to move into the shopping center, citing an entry in the Merriam-Webster dictionary as the most damning evidence against Panera, saying, quote, the new Webster Third International Dictionary describes a sandwich as two thin pieces of bread, usually buttered with a thin layer as of meat, cheese, or savory mixture spread between them. He said that under this definition, and as dictated by common sense, this court finds that the term sandwich is not commonly understood to include tacos, burritos, and quesadillas.
This is intense.
Justice is served.
Now I'm just hungry. This is intense. Wait, because I also read that, what is it, the USDA?
The USDA has different ideas.
Right. So they define a sandwich as just a meat between two slices of bread. So does that mean my peanut butter and jelly
it's
sandwich?
weird that they would specifically say meat, because there's a lot of sandwiches with no meat.
Exactly, like my peanut butter and jelly non-sandwich is what?
Not
is
a
that?
sandwich?
It's my peanut butter and jelly mush.
Well, the USDA specifically defines strict criteria. A sandwich is a meat or poultry filling between two slices of bread, a bun, or a biscuit.
Oh, a biscuit, you say?
Yes.
Ooh, I'll have a sandwich biscuit, please.
A biscuit sandwich.
Well, that makes sense, because breakfast sandwiches usually come with like croissants or biscuits or McMuffins if you're going to a certain place. But and those are, I would consider those sandwiches, but I just can't.
So they don't consider, under their umbrella of sandwiches, not included are burritos, wraps, or hot dogs.
See?
So
I
can argue in different jurisdictions.
Exactly, you have to take this to Supreme Court
whether
level.
Sandwiches or not. And on New York, they have a different solution, which is it doesn't have to be bread. It could be like a bread-like product.
That makes sense. Yeah. Again, like a croissant or biscuit or bagel. Or yeah. That makes sense.
So specifically, in a bulletin outlining the state's tax policy on sandwiches, Sandwiches include cold and hot sandwiches of every kind that are prepared and ready to be eaten, whether made on bread or bagels, on rolls, in pitas, in wraps, or otherwise, and regardless of the filling or number of layers. A sandwich can be as simple as a buttered bagel or roll. A bagel with butter is a sandwich. Or as elaborate as a 6-foot toasted submarine sandwich.
Okay, I get the whole...
And those are taxable as sandwiches.
I get the sandwich thing. I do not get the hot dog thing being considered a sandwich. I'm sorry.
I think a hot dog is considered a sandwich.
I know it's considered it, not to me. Because then you can say a corn dog is a sandwich, and it's on a stick, and I just can't.
Where is the line? See, that's the issue. Where is the line?
Well, I wouldn't call a wrap a sandwich either. Like, am I gonna get
a sandwich?
I would consider it a sandwich. In the sandwich product. Family, exactly. Like if we wanted to get specific. But when I go in there, I'm like, I'm gonna get a sandwich or a panita, or not panita. What's it called? Panini, thank you. Am I gonna get a panini or a sandwich or a wrap? Like I'm deciding between three separate things that are in the sandwich family. I don't know. I'm taking this to the Supreme Court.
I do not believe tacos and burritos are sandwiches.
I don't either.
I do believe a hot dog is a sandwich. Do you disagree, audience? You may have strong feelings, such as Bonnie Gordon.
I'm just hungry now. So
and you may be hungry, such as Bonnie Gordon. Please let us know what you think is a real sandwich and what is not a sandwich. You gross person who would say such a thing below. And please like and subscribe for more.